Good morning. You find us today on the shores of Loch Earn. We're in Vorlich and we're heading up a mountain that I went up during the winter time. It was, I think it was January or February of this year actually. I was up here in much snowier conditions. Many of you will recognise the location of Vorlich as being the start of Stuc Chroin and Ben Vorlich. So I've done Ben Vorlich before, haven't managed to tag off Stuc Chroin. This will be Ryan's first time up both. Where is he? Here he is. So yeah, we're hoping to get both tagged off, but we'll look at the conditions when we get up there and make a final decision on whether we're tackling one or both. So join us as we tackle Ben Vorlich and Stùc of Chroin. So we have a beautiful crisp November morning for doing this. The last 2 weekends the weather's been truly horrific. Temperature at the minute is just above 0 degrees. A lot of the mountains around here have got small smatterings of snow on the top, but nothing that's concerning us right now. This is one of the more popular mountains. There's already about 10 cars parked along the loch side. Even although it's just after sunrise. I think due to the fact that it's so accessible in the central belt, there are two of the Munros that we can actually see from home, as well as Ben loomed. But we've left it off for a wee bit. This will be Ryan's 50th today, so yeah, I don't know why we've taken so long to do this one. I think we were kind of hoping to leave this to the end, but I don't know how many folk are going to come up and join us on our 282nd, so this is where find ourselves today. So yeah, right, I'm going to stop filming for a bit because I'm starting to get out of puff. Right, we'll speak to you a wee bit further up. Right, on the way up in the car, Ryan and I were discussing the fact that 20% of the Munros totals up to round about, well, it's, if you do 57, you've definitely done 20%, which to us doesn't seem like an insignificant number of Munros to climb. We're both round about the 50 mark at the minute, and it's felt like a wee effort to get here. Knowing that we haven't even reached 20%, this is why people call it a Munro journey, because it's not something you can do overly quickly unless you're able to get out in the mountains.
Ultra fit.
And ultra fit multiple times a week, which, you know, having a full-time job, we can't. So yeah, it's quite the commitment climbing Munros. But I was discussing this morning that they were talking on the radio about how children feel really excited when the Christmas is coming and they find it hard to sleep. I get the same kind of way coming up and doing Munros. I get excited, it's my Christmas day. But yeah, the sun's starting to just strike on the peaks at the top here, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day. Right, we'll bring you back a wee bit further up. So just looking over the back there, you can see across towards Ben Glass and Ben Lawyers over in the Lawyers range. A nice dusting of snow on the top. And this is where we're heading, up onto here. Can't wait to get up the top there. Well, that's us, we're about halfway up. We got into a conversation back there with a couple from Now, I didn't ask where they were from, but the accent was definitely Tyneside. And they'd seen the weather forecast for today, jumped in the car or camper and drove up last night, and the lady had commented how every time she passes that border between Scotland and England, there's a big saltire board. She feels like she's coming home. And it's funny, I speak to a lot of people who, you know, drive up from England to enjoy what we have up here in Scotland, and they all say the same thing, you know, the views that we have up here, and if you're lucky enough to live in the area, your commute to work can be stunning. Yeah, it was lovely to chat to them, and if they ever see this, a wee hello to you. So yeah, we're still on this good wee mountain path. Loads of folk up here today. I think the weather has definitely driven folk back up into the hills today, knowing that it's going to be calm and crisp. But yeah, lovely day in the mountains. Right, we're up about the 700 metre mark, and we've noticed in the last 100 metres that the surface of the rocks is starting to get slippy. Now, it's worth noting in the winter time as a rule of thumb, for every 100 metres you go up, you're going to lose a degree in centigrade. Now, we started on Loch side at about 1 degree, wasn't it? So by the time we get to the top of a 985 metre mountain, you'd expect it to be somewhere between 8 and 9 degrees below up on the summit. And with the wind blowing a wee bit, that's going to take it down further. So yeah, having the right gear with you, plenty of cosy things, and I have the flask with me today full of coffee, so that's certainly going to help. But yeah, we're just about 100 metres out of the sunshine at the minute. We're still in the shade, sun's on the other side of us, so we're looking forward to getting a wee bit of sunshine on our face. I'm just having to be careful here with my footing because every rock is slick with the thinnest layer of ice. So yeah, probably best put the camera down and concentrate on where I'm putting my feet. Right, soon be in the sunshine. We're finally up into the sunshine and we can see the trig point sitting atop of Ben Vorlich. Not far away from hitting the snow as well, which is nice. It's looking great. Worth noting, this one, it starts off a really gradual wee path. It's quite nice on the walk up, and then steepens very much near the end, literally the bit where the snow is, which is going to be useful. But yeah, quite a straightforward wee walk up, and if you're only doing this, walk back down again. We're a wee bit concerned about how slippy the rocks are, so we're going to have a look at the descent down onto the Beelach between Ben Vorlich and Stuc Chroin. We'll check it out. If it feels safe to do, we'll do it. If it doesn't, we won't. And I think that's a good rule of thumb for anyone bagging Munros, especially this time of year. Don't be afraid to sack it off, go home, come back and do it another day. Like anyone needs an excuse to come out into the mountains. So yeah, we're probably, I think, about another 200 metres and we're up on the summit. Right, I know I've said this already, that'll bring you back when we get up to the snow, but this time I really mean it. We'll bring you back when we're in the snow. So that's us, we're finally up in the snow line. We're up into the 800 metre mark and we've got our final bit up onto the top. That couple you can see just on the horizon there, they're from Edinburgh, and are on 51 at the minute, so this will be their 52nd as they get to the top of here. Yeah, it's always interesting to speak to people who are on a similar journey to yourself there. That'll be me on 53 still. If I get to Stuc Chroin, I'll be on 54 for the day. and that couple say I'm 51, so we're all round about the same. And it's always worthwhile asking, you know, what's been your favourite so far, because they might surprise you and give you an idea where to go next. For them, it was the mountains in Torridon, which I've heard so many other Munro baggers say that Torridon is just the most spectacular of mountain ranges. So yeah, let's get that on the wish list for 2024, and we'll get ourselves over to Torridon and explore some of the mountains over there. Right, not far to go now. I'll bring you back as we get up to the summit trig.
That's the bit we go up.
There we go, so that's us. Ryan's done 50. I'm still on 53. And we're now looking across towards Stuc Chroin, which thankfully the Bealach between does seem to have a bit of sunshine on it, so we're hopeful it might be a bit more defrosted. We're certainly going to have to get the jacket on. We're going to maybe duck down out of this wind, get jackets on, get something to eat, and then we're going to make a decision as to whether we head across the Bealach and up onto Stuc Chroin. We'll figure that out in a second. So we're about to head down into the Bealach, and then we're going to make a call. I think most people we're speaking to, I think we're going to try and avoid the scramble. You can go round to the right of the scrambly bit and then hit it from the other side. Yeah, it's another day of just being sensible in the mountains, and it's a glorious day, and you know, why not come back up here another time? If we can't do it today, we'll get it done another time. So yeah, we'll bring you back down. We'll bring you back when we're down in the Bealach. We've been standing watching a chap who came past us earlier on climbing up the scramble at the back of us here. I think we've sensibly taken the decision to head off to the right as we go over this bit behind us and join onto what they call the bypass path that really is the descent off the top of Stuc Chroin. On a day where it's frosty, I think that's a sensible option. Caution over excitement is what we're looking for today. Get down to the bottom safe and try not to get mountain rescue involved in our day out, because let's all be honest, they're volunteers and nothing we're doing up here should really impact their day either. So yeah, we're going to take the cautious route, head up round the bypass path and tag off for Ryan number 51 and for myself number 54. This is your scramble up onto the top of Stuc Chroin. Quite a few folk have gone up there, but again, you have to weigh up your own confidence, the conditions round about you, just whether it's a good idea for you. Say, other folk have gone up there and we've seen people up on the top, so you can get up today. It's just a matter of how you feel about it. We've decided we're going to put the sensible option and we're going to head up to that point just in the middle of the screen and head up from the right of it. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll come back and we'll do that another day, but that's quite the imposing lump of rock. We've taken the more cautious route today, and it is so much calmer on top of Stuc Chroin. So Ryan's almost up on the top hitting his 51st, and this will be me 54. So join us as we top off this final mountain. Well, that's been another fantastic day in the mountains. We have ticked off Ben Vorlich and Stùc Chroin. For Ryan, that's number 50 and 51, so he's now past the 50 mark for the end of the year. And that is me. I've done Ben Vorlich before, so this will be number 54 Stuc Chroin for me. So we're going to sign off now. All that remains to be said is go and create your own adventures, and we'll see you on the next one.